but I want to take this further and to talk about the metaverse, right? So it's like the next stage of everyone not going outside, staying in front of a screen, and then being detached from your real life in this like AR thing and going into a world which is not the real world. So what do you think about that?
So first of all, you have to define the metaverse, and it's really hard to define. Is something like Roblox the metaverse? Yeah, probably. Are some of these open world games like Second Life, are those a metaverse? Yeah, probably. So, and then of course we saw the debut of what Facebook considered to be the metaverse, where you're actually living there and working there. Is it the metaverse? And sure, maybe that's the metaverse. So first thing you've got to understand is that between 30 and 40% of all people get motion sick when wearing VR goggles.
I'm one of
wearing
them.
VR goggles all day long. Between 30 and 40% of people will get actually motion sick. Will I use eventually VR goggles to do a meeting like this? So rather than having a two-dimensional interaction with you, will it feel more three-dimensional? Sure, absolutely. Will I do that for a half an hour or an hour? Absolutely. Am I going to spend 8 or 12 hours a day with those stupid goggles on my face? And the answer is absolutely not. So it is going to be a niche product that you use sometimes, especially for us adults. There are people and there are movies, documentary films for people who actually have gotten sucked into games like Second Life, where they actually built relationships and then tried to have real world relationships. And almost always the people who were spending 6 and 8 hours a day were addicted. And they were incredibly unhealthy. They had unhealthy lives. So if we are at our healthiest when we are actually spending real time, real world, face to face, that's where our healthiest. The metaverse is 180 degrees in the wrong direction. So for us, which is an upstart civil media company who is trying to get a toehold in a very, very crowded universe, I couldn't be happier that Facebook is going to spend $10 billion and all of their energy on something as stupid as the metaverse. Couldn't be happier that they're going to do that. They think that corporations are going to trust them, which means that you're going to put these VR goggles on or AR or VR goggles on, and you're going to be doing your whole work life. Instead of looking at a computer screen, you'll see a screen on your VR goggles, and you're going to be showing your most sensitive work documents, and you're going to share that with Facebook. I don't know any business in America that trusts Facebook with their data. Facebook is one of the most exploitive and evil companies on the planet. They will take, if they see your work documents, they will be reading it, they'll be scanning it, they'll be using it for their own means. They are so incredibly untrustable, and businesses know that. So the whole idea that we're going to be doing our work inside of Facebook, who has exploited our data, is a fantasy. It's an absolute illusion. Now, we do trust Google and we do trust Microsoft with all of our work data. We already have our Microsoft Words and Sheets there. So we might do that. We might go into a meeting there and share our data. But with Facebook, it is absolutely not going to happen. So I couldn't be happier that they're trying to this foray into the metaverse.
If you are more committed to national unity than partisanship, please check out my book, The Second Civil War, A Citizen's Guide to Healing Our Fractured Nation. My book will challenge you to improve your relationships with friends and family. Click the link in the description below.